Hello, just want to make a quick walkthrough of a room here at the Worcester House where we're staying for Bobby's mobilization and harvest trip. Basically, I don't want this video to be a review or a critique or anything of the hotel or the rooms or anything like that or the service. I'm more or less wanting to make an informational video to kind of show people more from the point of view of somebody who's disabled, specifically in a wheelchair, because that's Bobby's case. So, as you see, real quick, here is the main bedroom area. The room they gave us has two twin beds. The twin beds are rather small. They're like very firm beds. They're kind of like dorm room style beds. The mattresses are very, very tough and hard. Yeah, here, let me go ahead and show you. Yeah, so there's the mattress. It's really cheap, very hard, firm beds. For those people who have a hard time sleeping on firm beds, that may be a problem for you. If it's not that big a deal, well, you can tough it out, I guess. It depends on the individual. Let's see. Got a nice bay window here with a big shelf area to put stuff on. Excuse the mess, that's all our crap. This particular room doesn't have much of a view. Some alley, dumpster, yay. I'm sure there's some other rooms that have nicer views. But this room is on the second floor. Let's see, what else? Lots of drawers to put things in, that's nice. If you can get them to open all the way. Got a TV in the room. The rooms do have Wi-Fi, individual rooms, so there's no like guest password or anything. The Wi-Fi routers are in each room, and you have a password for each router, which is pretty neat. So far the speed's been really well, haven't had any problems with that. The room comes with a table, small table like this, and two chairs. Throw this pillow on. Two chairs for eating or sitting or whatever. There, got some lights behind the beds, a nightstand with a lamp on it. There is no alarm clock in here, so if you don't have a, most people use their cell phones and things like that, but if you need an alarm clock, bring one. Let's see. This chair Bobby's in is not part of the room. We put that in here, so just ignore that. She needed something more comfortable to sit in because these beds just weren't cutting it for her. So this is the hallway you come in. That's the main entrance door there. This room has a couple of closets, fairly large walk-in closets like this. Or not walk-in, but you know what I mean. Plenty of room to hang clothes and things like that. And it's safe. This room has two of the exact same style closets with two safes. I guess it's meant more for two separate people to live here. These rooms here at Worcester House, they are all apartments, and they converted the second and third floor units to hotel rooms, I guess for Northwestern use, for patients and families and things like that. So you got to remember that there's not a lot of amenities like people are used to with a hotel. That's part of the $80 a night price, I guess. You don't have a lot of nice amenities. It's very bare bones. These units are meant to be apartments for people to, for long-term living, or like dormitory style rooms. So the heating and air is decent. There's got a thermostat here, air conditioner. The air conditioner, and let me back up real quick. Air conditioner does blow out into the room right up there. It's does a very well job of cooling this side of the room, but it doesn't circulate very well into the hallway, bathroom, and kitchen area. I can't speak for the heater or how well it works because we haven't used it. It's not cool enough here during our stay. However, I think this may put out heat as well. If not, it looks like there is a baseboard heater over there on the wall. So, back to the hallway. Here we have a full kitchenette thing. It has a large, medium-sized fridge, microwave, oven with a range, sink, and it has cabinets. However, they are all empty. Nothing is fully stocked. There's no toaster, there's no coffee maker or anything like that. Like I said, this is more meant to be an apartment, so you have to supply or provide everything for yourself. No silverware, no pots, pans, nothing. Okay, and now the last thing is the bathroom. Here's the standard bathroom. If you notice, this particular unit has the bathroom door right by the entry door. So, and I'll get into that in a minute with dealing with handicap. However, this is the basic bathroom. You got a sink, mirror, toilet, tub, shower. Just a real basic bare bones setup. Nothing too special. So, now not all of the rooms are configured the exact same way. I was checking out this little room map here for this floor, and I'll leave it here for just a second. So you can kind of see some of the rooms have a little bit different layout, but I think they're all about the same as far as 2 twin beds. The bathroom setup is the same. The kitchens look the same. The only difference is the layout of where the bathroom is, where the kitchen is, etc., etc. So now, what I wanted to really get into with this video is when we first called and made a reservation for this place, I asked them if they had handicap accessibility, specifically for a wheelchair guest. And they're like, yes, we do. And so I was like, great. And so we booked, and then we get here, and the first thing we notice is Bobby in her wheelchair. She can't even get in and out of this bathroom easily. She has a rather small electric mobilized wheelchair, but the angle of the turns here make it very difficult to get in and out. Secondly, I guess they mean a handicapped room is by having a raised or lowered sink. I don't even know if that's lowered. I think it's standard height. But because there's nothing, no cabinet underneath, I guess that's handicapped. And this is a very low toilet also, by the way. Very low. They put this in the room for you. The stool for a shower. I guess they consider that supposed to be handicap accessible. And the only accessibility feature in this shower is one grab bar in the back of the tub, which does you absolutely no good since the controls and the shower are on the other side. So this bathroom, for all intents and purposes, is so far from handicap accessible, it's not even funny. But I wanted to make sure I showed this to everybody because they're calling it handicap accessible, but it is not. So if you are planning on looking at staying at the Worcester House, please keep that in mind. If you have a guest in a wheelchair, or if you have some other disabilities, then that is something to definitely take into account. Now, if you don't have any mobility issues and you can walk and such just fine, this place would probably be great for you. It is very bare bones, but like I said, the price is right. For $80 a night, you can't expect much, but that's the sacrifice you make compared to trying to book at some of the other hotels downtown Chicago, where it can be, depending on time of the year and conventions going on and things like that, you may be looking at anywhere between $150 to $300 a night, which is just ridiculous for some people. Like me, I can't afford $300 a night. Sorry. That will break me.
Are you going to tell them about the things that we got to make it more comfortable?
Yes. So a couple of things that we did for Bobby to make this room more comfortable. Because it was $80 a night, it allowed us to afford a couple little things extra. For example, I ran out and got a mattress topper for this, for the bed, which allowed her to sleep on it for a little while. It made it much more comfortable for her. She was able to get some rest that way.
Got it at Bed Bath and Beyond.
Yeah, there's a Bed Bath and Beyond.
The water tower.
No, it wasn't Water Tower.
Oh,
There was there's some stores around. Bed Bath and Beyond was the one I found the best place that had the most options. Like I said, this lounging chair, patio chair, whatever it is that reclines, zero gravity.
Zero gravity lounge chair.
That's just something that Bobby likes to have because we have some at home and she loves them. It takes all the pressure off her back. She has some issues with her back, but that's just something for her. As far as, let's see, what else? I'm trying to think. Laundry. Laundry, they do have a laundry room, a communal laundry room downstairs in the on the first floor. It is a pay laundry room. They have a machine there, a little card machine that you have to basically pay for. I think it's $6. You have to pay exact change to get the little laundry card, and then once you get the laundry card, you can stick the card back in the machine and load it up with some money. Because the washers and dryers cost about like $1.25, $1.50 each, or something like that per load. I'll post some videos or pictures rather of the laundry room later. And let's see, what else is there to think of? Getting in and out of the room is fine. They have elevators. Everything is fine. Getting in and out of the hotel. For those who, if you happen to have anything shipped to you in the hotel while you're staying here, like we had some items shipped to us, the operations manager who sits in the office downstairs, I guess because you got to remember there are tenants that live in the apartments in this building. They handle things a little different. Once packages arrive by UPS or the mail or whatever, they actually have to sort through them and set them out for each tenant first before you're allowed to go down and get them. We didn't know this, so I kept going down asking him for a package, and he's like, "We have to sort them first, sorry." I'm like, "It's my package, it's right there, give it to me." He's like, "We have to sort them, sorry." So I got a little frustrated with that, but I guess that's just their protocol here. Let's see.
From my point of view, this room, it works. I mean, we had to buy a few things to make it work, to make it comfortable. I'm still ambulatory enough that I can park my wheelchair at the bathroom door and walk to the toilet. It is got to be very careful because there's no grab bars and the toilet is very low. So I got to make sure, because I fell one night. Second night we were here,
Well,
I fell back onto the toilet because there's nothing to grab onto.
Yeah, you just fell down onto the toilet.
You just got to be really careful. I got the zero gravity chair. I sleep in this chair now. I wish I would have known that. I would have got it the first night. But other than that, I mean, you get what you pay for. I mean, you're downtown Chicago, a couple blocks from the hospital. You know, it's good for that.
It's basically that's exactly what she said. You just got to make it work. For those who can't afford, nicer hotel rooms for such long stays, like 2 weeks at a time or longer, this is definitely an okay option for $80 a night. But just remember that you get what you pay for. It's so far the room is clean, but it's not to the standards of some of your well-named hotels.
No, it's not going to be like that.
Your Hiltons and things like that.
It is clean.
But
neat, whatever.
The service housekeeping comes around every morning and they do their thing, changing the towels and the bed sheets and things like that.
Rhonda, she's a very sweet lady.
Yep. And let's see. But Oh, some other things, like you can tell it's an older building. The outlets are kind of flaky. I've had trouble with the outlets. I plug something in, you have to wiggle it a little bit to get the outlets to work. Some of the blankets they use, you can tell some of the they look like hospital blankets, and that's probably where they came from. Old hospital blankets that Northwestern no longer uses.
They're very heavy.
Heavy and thick.
The pillows takes a little bit getting used to. Some of them are really firm, and some of them are very squishy. So I'm like looking pillows over here just to help.
So once again, like I said, if you're willing to make a little sacrifice for a little less comfort, a little less amenities, but just the bare bones basics. Like for us, the $80 a night was the huge thing, because when I went to book for the 2-week stay, there were no availabilities in any hotels other than $300 plus a night, and I just couldn't do that. So luckily they had availability here in in Worcester House, excuse me, and so I had to jump on that. So now that we know the handicap accessibility of the room, we wanted to share that with others who may be dealing with the same situation. If you are in a wheelchair, you may have difficulty in these rooms. If you're semi-ambulatory, that's a call you have to make with how comfortable you are moving around. If you have somebody caring for you, a caregiver, they can help you out. That's a big plus. So, and like I said, they do have Wi-Fi in the rooms, which is very nice. That was a big thing for us too, because we are doing a lot of updates and videos and blog posting and stuff like that. And anything else you can think of?
No.
Feel free to shoot us some questions if you have anything on the Worcester House.
Yeah, just hope this was helpful to give people an idea of what they're getting into when they come here. So
Yeah.
no surprises. I don't like surprises, but we dealt with it. We're dealing with it. It's worth it. $80 a night. So.
Yep. All right. Well, that's the Worcester House, room 207. Thanks for watching.